In this video, I'm going to show you how to attach a file to one of your call tracking entries. So to start off, what I'm going to do real quick is create a new call track entry. I'm going to do it for a customer. Type in my customer's name. All right. Now, what I want to do is I want to share this call tracking item with another employee. I'm just going to use a test account that I have here. You type any employee's name that you want to there. And I'm going to tell this employee to please reference the attached order from customer and process. Once finished, please update job queue. Thank you. All right. So now that I got all that in there, what I want to do is I want to attach a file to this call tracking item here, so the individual I'm communicating back and forth with on here will have access to it as well. It's a great way to share files with each other. So I've got a PDF here. If I double click on it, you can see it is just a basic PDF file with some information on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simply click on that file and drag it over here and drop it. Sorry, clicked in the wrong place there. Let me just do that one more time. Drag it, you got to drag it and drop it, and it'll pop up with the attachment index. Now, this is the one place here that you need to be a little bit careful, because it's important to make sure that you choose the proper document profile. And for us, when you're attaching something to a job queue, you want to scroll down until you see job queue, or you could type job queue. You could type in job and press enter, and you can see job queues pops up. But we have a lot of document profiles here. As you can see, we got 52 of them. And this is the most important process of attaching a file to a job queue, is making sure the document profile is selected correctly. And the reason that's so important is because when you attach a file to something in Eclipse, you got to tell Eclipse where to store that file. And basically, a document profile is a folder on a server. And depending on what your authorization level is, you may or may not have access to that folder. So if you choose the incorrect document profile, one, it may not allow you to attach the file. In some situations, it will allow you to attach it, but you'll never be able to view it. So it's really important that you choose the correct document profile. So when you're attaching a file to a call tracking item, make sure you choose job queues. After you choose the document profile, you'll get this little pop-up window right here, and it's just simply asking you, do you want to replace the description of the file with the default description for the profile. And what that means is this. So the description here, the image description, is basically just the file name that the file was named. So this was called custom return. You can see that in the image description it says customer return.pdf. And for every profile, it has a default description. So you can hit no there, you can hit yes, it doesn't matter. If you hit yes and want to change it back, you can. So for this example, I'm just going to hit yes, and watch what it does. It'll change this name up here. So I hit yes, and it just changed the description to job queue related file. Now, you can still come up here and just delete that out here, and you could just say this was customer return file or something like that. The description can be whatever you want it to be. Now, after I've got my description and my document profile selected, you will either hit index or index without delete. Now, if you choose index, it'll attach the file to this call tracking item, and then it will delete the file from your computer. So be honest with you, that's very useful sometimes because, you know, once the file's attached to Eclipse, I don't need it to be sticking around on my computer anymore. I know I can go access it from Eclipse now. It's stored there, it's being backed up there, it's safe and sound. There's no reason to keep all these extra copies on my computer. But then there's some instances where you're going to want to keep it on your computer for whatever reason that may be. So you would choose index without delete. So if you choose index, it will attach it to Eclipse and then literally delete it from your computer. And if you choose index without delete, it'll attach the file to Eclipse and will keep the file on your computer as well. So for this instance here, I'm just going to hit index without delete. So when I click on that, the file will index and get attached to Eclipse. There we go. I didn't click on it. All right. Now, where is it? Where do you go to see if it was indexed or not? Well, if you look up in the top right-hand corner, you'll see a little image button up there with a mountain and a moon. This is your indication here that a file is attached. And you can click on that, and when you do, it pops open this window and it shows you the attachments that are currently associated with this call tracking item. And you can have as many documents attached to this one call tracking item as you want. So I'm going to X out of there. I'm going to go to the for list because I forgot to do one thing, which I mentioned in a previous video. Always add yourself. And then I'm just going to X out, and then you want to save changes and hit yes. So I'm going to go back into my call tracking items. I'm sorry, go back into my job queue and open up the call tracking I just created. And you can see the image icon still up there. If I click on that, it opens up this attachment window. And if I double click on the description here, you can see it tells you it's a PDF and it even tells you the size. If I double click on that, what it will do is it will load the file. And there it is. And it pulled it from the server where these files are being stored. And now anybody that you share this job queue with will have access to see that file as well. Thank you.